pretty big Vivienne Westwood NANA collection updates. First of all, the official Vivienne Westwood Instagram page actually teased a date for the release of the rest of the collection, and the date they have stated for this coming out is the 13th of November. I would definitely sign up for notification emails to make sure that you don't miss it. And as for leaks, there is allegedly going to be a jewellery collection for this collaboration. Now, obviously take this with a pinch of salt, just in case for whatever reason the info that I got is incorrect. However, I am hoping that this is correct because it does seem to be very much in line with what I was expecting from this collection. As you can see, there is a bunch of items. We've got bracelets, we've got necklaces, we've got rings, we've got a bunch of bits. But the main thing that I did want to highlight is the fact that a lot of these items are very much already kind of in existence with Vivienne Westwood. So for example, this choker right here is really, really nice and I definitely want to pick it up. However, I've noticed that it is very, very similar to a pre-existing Vivienne Westwood choker that has already released, with the main differences just being this kind of Nana tagging and I think some slight differentiation in the design. But overall, it's not too dissimilar to the pre-existing one that's already out. Another major thing to remember as well is stuff like the armor ring still exist and are still sold in Vivienne Westwood. They have continued to be sold. They haven't been limited edition. They didn't kind of go out of stock many, many years ago. They are still available to this day. And so instead, they have decided to go for this black enamel ring, which has Nana detailing on the inside and then a Vivienne Westwood orb on the outside. We also have two different versions of the bracelet that they're releasing, so one in gold and one in silver. We also have some drop earrings with the same orb design, and we also have a chunky necklace, which can also, by the looks of it, be converted into a belt chain as well with this same orb design too. And one of the other items is this long necklace, similar to the kind of standard orb that you can get from Vivienne Westwood, but again, it is sporting this more chunky, punkish looking orb design. Now, as somebody who is a Vivienne Westwood collector and a big Nana fan, I will say this collection is really nice. And again, if you've been looking for an excuse to buy Vivienne Westwood and you're already a fan of Nana, well, this is kind of perfect for you. However, if you were hoping for the orb lighter to be re-released, I think we were maybe being a bit over-ambitious with that because again, realistically, they weren't going to make the orb lighter again. It is such an iconic vintage piece, but also the actual cost of that item now would still be way out of the budget of most collectors who'd be interested in the collection, and so probably wouldn't be worth it for the brand to do unless it was in very limited quantities. And so a collection like this is far safer, but also far more likely to get people in and buying stuff from the collection. But let me know down below what you think of these leaks if you're going to get this collection, and hopefully I will be going in person to try and get as many items as I can, and I will do an honest review of them and tell you what I think of them.